Hi, I'm Mary Ellen Wilson, and I'm a student at Kennesaw State University, and this is my video overview of my integrated teaching unit and with my art education class. So the artwork that I chose for this specific project is Masters of Ceremonies by Miriam Shapiro. This piece of artwork was created in 1945, and I initially chose it because I loved all the vibrant colors and the abstract use of shapes and people and the colors. So to begin with, I started with a social studies lesson, and the title of this entire unit I just titled Discovering the Art Within Us. And I think it's very important to incorporate art throughout the classroom because there are students that have creativity that they need outlets for. So to begin, lesson 1 is social studies and art history. So my social studies standard that I chose to pick was SSKH2, and it states identify the following American symbols: the national and state flags, Pledge of Allegiance, Star-Spangled Banner, the bald eagle, the Statue of Liberty, the White House, etc. My objective for this lesson was the students will learn about American symbols by participating in a discussion about the symbols that they have heard about and seen. The second objective is the students will complete a worksheet by circling all of the American symbols that they see on it. To write this lesson, I said I will show the piece of artwork to explain to the students that this is a piece of artwork created by Miriam Shapiro. Before this lesson, throughout the week, we will have learned about the different national symbols of the United States of America. And more specifically, we will have talked about both women and men who have done help to make these symbols important. I gave an example. I said, for an example, the American flag is a symbol of our freedom in the United States, and there are women and men today that continue to fight for this country. I will ask the students what are some of other American symbols that represent our country today. And at this point, I will use a PowerPoint with pictures of different American symbols to give the children a visual. As I go through the slides, I'll ask the students to raise their hand if you know the name of one of the symbols that you see. If a picture of a symbol is unknown to the students, I will tell the students what the symbol is and how it is important to our country. After the slideshow is complete, I will give the students a worksheet that has pictures of the American symbols on it, and there will also be things on the sheets that are not symbols, and the students will be asked to circle every American symbol that they see. For the second lesson, it's a language arts and aesthetics lesson, and the language arts standard that I chose to use is ELAGSEKW5, and it states, with guidance and support from adults, respond to questions and suggestions from peers and add details to strengthen writing as needed. And my objective for this is the students will write an objective that reflects how they feel about the painting Master of Ceremonies. So at the beginning of this lesson, I will also show the artwork to the students. I will tell the students to take a moment of silence to look at the art and to see if it makes them feel a certain emotion. After this, I will have the students write an objective using adjectives that are listed on the board to reflect the feelings and emotions about this piece. For my third lesson, it's lesson 3. It's a math and art project. I chose the math standard MGSEK-MD3, and it states to classify objects into given categories, count the number of objects in each category, and sort the categories by count. The objective for this lesson is the students will be able to classify objects by shape and color, and they will be able to count how many objects are in each category. To begin this lesson, I used Miriam Shapiro's piece of artwork as an example of art with many different colors and shapes. I will point out to the students that not only are there different shapes, but there are also different sizes of each shape as well. And I will explain that the artist used warm and cold colors, like blue and purple and green, to make a piece of artwork that is vibrant and unique. After the students look at this artwork, they will be given a sheet of paper, and their task will be to create a picture of themselves using at least 3 different shapes and 3 warm and cool colors to complete the drawing. As the students work, I'll ask the students how many total colors they should have and if they have used 3 warm and 3 cold. And for my visual art project. The visual art standard I chose is organize and develop artistic ideas and work. And I said the students will create a piece of artwork containing at least 3 shapes and 6 colors. And for the assessment, I put for 0 to 5 points, the art did not contain 2 elements of art, shape, or color. I said for 6 to 10 points, the figure contained 3 shapes but did not contain any color. And 11 to 15 points, the art showed thoughtful construction with at least 3 colors and a total of 3 shapes and a total of 6 colors, 3 warm and 3 cool. And for the final lesson, it's science and art criticism. My science standard that I chose was SKP1, and it states to obtain and evaluate and communicate information to describe objects in terms of the materials they are made of and their physical attributes. The objective of this lesson states that the students will be able to describe different objects and describe what they are made out of. For this particular lesson, I will introduce the painting and ask the students to try and guess what the painting was made out of. After this discussion, I will give each student a plastic water bottle, a small clay sculpture, and a type of ball, whether it's a football, basketball, or soccer ball. And the students will have a discussion with the entire class about what materials each object is made out of. After this, I will give each student a worksheet, and I will explain that they have to put a circle around the object made of plastic, a square around the object made of clay, and a triangle around the object made from leather. And the assessment instrument for this is a rubric, and I put for 3.5 points, students only identify one material correctly. For 6 points, student correctly assign 2 objects with the correct material. And for 10 points, students correctly assign all 3 objects with the correct material. And that will complete my 4 lessons in this integrated lesson unit. Thank you.